Hello you guys, it's Monique Anai, and today I wanted to talk about my June and July goals and do a recap and all of the things. It has been a crazy hectic time. When is it not? But I wanted to be sure to get this done because I've been doing this since the beginning of the year. It's the first time that I've ever goal setted in this way. And honestly, I haven't been perfect. I'm human. I've set goals, I've not reached goals, but one thing is that I have been consistently actively trying to reach goals, and I feel like that puts me at a better place than if I had just not even bothered with trying to be better. I definitely am proud of a lot of things that I've accomplished. Talk about June for a little bit because obviously, if you're on my channel, if this is your first time seeing me, or you're on my channel, if you're on my channel, you already know that I was doing a mini cut, and I think I uploaded like 2 videos. I had 4 recorded, but I ended up not editing them just because things just got crazy, and let me explain why. I started the month off with my little mini cut because I wanted to just really focus on health goals before going to Colorado, just to like feel my best. We were going to be doing family photos, and I wanted to just feel the best that I could, not so that I could like lose 10 pounds or something, but just to be in a good headspace, be healthy, and just challenge myself because I felt like 2 weeks was not a long time, and I felt like I can do good for 2 weeks, you know? And so basically I got started. I was doing really good the whole first week. I recorded that whole week and I was doing good. I was staying on track, staying on top of my calories, drinking my water, being active, doing my walks, all the things. And then my mom texts me and says, hey, can I go visit and stay with you guys and all of the things? And I was like, yes, of course. Like, I love my mom and we have a good relationship. I love seeing her with my kids, and she doesn't live in the same city that I live. She lives about 8 hours away, and so anytime she wants to come visit, like, she's always welcome, of course. And so when she said that, I was like, yeah, heck yeah. She doesn't get a lot of vacation time, so the fact that she was coming for a whole week was just like amazing. Normally when she comes, it's like for a weekend, so we were super excited, super stoked to have her. When she gets into town, me and my health goals and my mini cut are just like out. That's just like out the window. I was not thinking about tracking my calories, drinking my water, starting my day off with protein, like all of those healthy habits that I need in order to reach my goals. They were just not on the top of my mind, and so that's pretty much what happened. Then we had a week of prepping for vacation, packing all of our stuff, getting all the stuff that we needed to go to Colorado, and then we went to Colorado. Then we got back, and that was pretty much the month of June. It just went by really fast. It was really hectic. Colorado was amazingly beautiful. We stayed in Denver, which was honestly surprisingly way hotter than I expected. And then we went up to the mountains, which was just stunning. Like, beautiful, gorgeous, peaceful, fresh. Like, I would love to spend every summer up in the mountains in Colorado. It was so nice, and definitely we'll be doing that again. There was a lot of stuff that we didn't get to do. I really wanted to go kayaking. I really wanted to do river rafting, like the rapids. There was things that I wanted to do but couldn't do because right now we have little kids, and that's just something to accept. So June did not go as planned, and as the month was ending, I started thinking like, okay, what do I want to accomplish in July? Like, what are going to be my July goals? But then I also had a little light bulb moment where I'm like, you know what? I feel like I need a break. I feel like I need a month where I'm not setting the bar higher. I need a month where I'm just kind of like at a maintenance, at a homeostasis, you know? And so I decided I'm not gonna set any extreme goals. There are some things that I want to do. I want to bring back Jomo, which, if you're new here, Jomo is an app that basically kind of like locks your social medias or whatever apps you want it to lock at a certain time. And that really helped me get good sleep. It really helped me stay off my phone and reduce my screen time. And I stopped doing that sometime in June. So I definitely want to bring the Jomo back. And the other thing that I really for sure want to bring back is waking up, showering, and getting ready every day, because as a stay-at-home mom, that's something that I really focused on this year. I was like, I want to have a morning routine. I want to have a morning and a night routine, but right now I'm like grasping at the morning routine because for the last month and a half I have not really done that every single day the way that I was doing it. And I noticed such a difference just in like my preparedness for the day, my mental state, my mindset. Like, I just feel so much more prepared and ready for the day when I take that time to shower, to get ready, to get a little bit of makeup on. Nothing crazy, but just to feel a little bit put together. It really makes a big impact on my mental health and just my willingness to accomplish things that day. Also, I signed up for a gym, which I've mentioned a few times, and they are finally supposed to open. They had an opening month or opening date in June, and then they pushed it back to July. So we'll see if they actually open. I'm hoping so though, because I really want to get started with exercising. I feel like once I start exercising, my life is going to change, just because I remember feeling so good exercising. Honestly, I'm a little bit scared though, but I'm just gonna take it one day at a time and go as often as I can, and we'll see how it goes. I don't want to set any extreme goals. I want to take July slow, especially because I did not expect my summer to be so busy. June was busy for a lot of reasons, but also I forgot to mention that I've been doing my own research, which is really exciting and is gonna hopefully like pump up my CV so that I can get into graduate school. But yes, I started my own research. I also started an internship for Dallas Area Rape Crisis Center, and that was a 40-hour training. It was very long, very time consuming. And now we're in July, and that's when I decided, let me take a step back, let me reset, let me honestly just enjoy and appreciate and celebrate the wins that I've accomplished this year, because we are at that half-year mark, and I just took the time to sit down and figure out what am I proud of, you know, because I've accomplished a lot and I just kept having a list in my head but not really. So I decided, let me put it all on a piece of paper, and I wanted to share with you the 10 things that I'm proud that I've accomplished so far this year. Number 1, in no particular order, is 4.0 GPA and making the president's list. Now, I don't have a 4.0 overall. I basically started college off back in 2012 and flunked my way out. It was just terrible. Basically, my GPA was trash when I got started. Now my GPA is at 3.3, 3.4. I've gotten it up, but this was my first full year in college and my first time being full-time, being a mother of 2, all the things. But I was really intimidated to start university just because I just wasn't sure what to expect. I had such a bad experience the first time. I just wasn't ready. I also didn't have a clear vision of my goals, and I feel like that made all the difference, because now I know that I have to get basically all A's to at least get my GPA to a 3.5 to be as competitive as I can be for grad school. So I made the president's list the first semester of school, which I know that was last year, but I also made it for the spring semester, so I was super happy about that. The second thing is I lost 20 pounds. I'm super happy to have lost 20 pounds. Hopefully I lose another 20 in the second half. Honestly, hopefully more now that I'm going to be working out, but either which way, I'm very proud of the 20 pounds that I've lost. Number 3, I got an internship with Darcy, the Dallas Area Rape Crisis Center. Number 4 was a successful spring semester as a research assistant. It was my first time ever being a research assistant. The fact that I got in, huge win. And then the fact that it was successful, I was able to do everything I needed to do and more, and so I'm just really proud of myself. Number 5, I made money from social media. I did get paid from YouTube, from Instagram, and from Facebook. So to get paid for content and for just being myself, for just posting my videos, it was just really exciting to finally make like a good income. Number 6, I started my own research and also started working on a thesis, which I'm very excited about. I've always wanted to do academic writing, and I'm just excited that I'm getting these opportunities. It really just feels like the doors are opening for me with this career, and it's very exciting. Number 7, I got into a mental health cohort with a stipend. I have been paying out of pocket for school, nothing crazy, but I have been paying. It's been an investment, and so now that I'm getting this stipend, it's literally to the dollar what I have to pay. I might still have to pay for books and parking, but to be able to cover most of my education, I'm super excited and super blessed. That's another door that I felt like opened for me, and the opportunity, everything that I'm learning is just, honestly, it's priceless. Number 8, I got awarded a scholarship. I'm super proud of myself. I just shot my shot and was able to secure, it's not a huge scholarship, but it's something, and I'm just really proud of myself and my comeback story, because being a non-traditional student, being a 30-year-old college student, it's sometimes it can mess with your head, like imposter syndrome or self-doubt, but to be able to actually be accomplishing things and being recognized for it, it's such a huge blessing. Number 9, I'm building and growing friendships. I have been really intentional about this year, just because I recognized that as a woman, I felt like I needed a tribe, a group of people in my life to talk to connect with, in a way that only women can, more in an emotional way. Don't get me wrong, I love my husband. We have a great emotional and connection and relationship, but I feel like one thing that I learned is that you can't get everything from one person. You can't expect one person to be everything in your life, and it's important to have friends. And so I'm really happy that I've been able to grow some friendships that are meaningful, intentional, purposeful. And number 10 is homeschooling. I've been homeschooling my son. Honestly, I've been teaching him stuff since he was a baby, but specifically and intentionally homeschooling, we did start at the beginning of this year. We're in a routine. He's learning things. It's really amazing. I'm super excited with his growth, with his progress. He's so smart, and my daughter's so cute. She's trying to get in on the homeschool action too. But yeah, that is something that I'm very, very proud of. That is honestly my number one priority. I am happy that the homeschooling is going well, that I'm a good teacher, he's a good student, we're meshing well together, because this is something that I want to see through all the way, and I'm very proud of both of us for sticking to it, for being consistent, and for growing and learning together. It has been honestly such an amazing year. When I think about the postpartum year after my son, I was honestly having such a hard time. It was having my son really rocked my world. It just really changed from being a non-parent to a parent was life altering. Now to be at that same stage with my daughter, but to feel like life is going amazingly. I feel like my identity is strong. I feel like I know who I am. I just feel less lost. I definitely feel more focused on my goals and the things that I'm accomplishing, and everything is working out for me right now. So as I mentioned, for July, I'm going to keep my goals minimal. We're going to keep it just stress-free and not be tracking anything for this month. But I am still going to take the time to really figure out how I want the last half of the year to look like. So to be determined. I will keep you guys updated. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, for supporting me, for commenting, for giving the videos likes. I really appreciate all of those who follow me, and I thank you guys so much for this community. I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.